What's up, YouTube? Chappie back in today, guys. I got a nice double header for you. This one here is going to include two really crucial games in my Season 3 grind. This first game here is versus the Jayhimself. And then the next game is going to be versus Guru, but we'll get to that when we get there. We start the game off awesome. Jordan Howard doing his thing, carrying that workload and getting a touchdown here for us. Throws in the triple coverage, a real bad read from on that part. And cross the man himself. He is so tough, man. That Paul, let me tell you, best coverage safety in the game. No. And Blair washing it out here. Yo, I can't believe I missed that kick. That was so bad, man. So bad. Just a terrible mistake by me. Can't believe I missed the easy kick like that. That's just bad. Oh, my goodness. That's tough. But you got to move on from that. You got to move on from your mistakes. You will make mistakes in Madden, whether it's a missed kick, a bad read, you hit the wrong button, maybe you double tap hike because you're trying to hike the ball, and for some reason it's not registering, so you double tap A, you double tap X, and you end up throwing a pick that way. I've seen that happen several times. It has happened to me. So those types of things happen. You just got to move on. Keep playing. Keep continuing to drive. And Randy Moss is out of here, baby. Let's go. A touchdown right before the halftime. And that puts us up 14-7 at the half-point mark of the game. He gets ball first coming out here at halftime. So we are in pretty good shape. So my rule of thumb generally is for the first half. If I get ball at half, I just want the ball game to be tie, or if I'm up, even better. If I'm going into half and my opponent gets the ball, I want to be up 7. And that's usually my goal there, as I don't know how he got that catch, and I don't know how he missed this extra point. But either way, it happened. And right here, just a terrible decision to throw the ball down there to Brown. Just a horrible read. Gets picked off, and now we got to fight back, try and get a stop. Hits us with that motion slant. And he picks up the first down and gets a nice run right here. As you guys can tell, he's running a lot of that single back jumbo heavy, a very good formation in this year's game. Very tough to stop when ran well. And he's got his reads down pretty good as we catch a lucky break as the offensive player does not get his feet down. And we have a chance now to go downfield, get a field goal. And because of the missed extra point, we have a chance to win this ball game in regulation. So we just got to make a good play here or there, and that was not a good play. We lose about 13 yards, a horrible decision. But McCaffrey comes down with the catch, and it comes down to this, guys. Just need to... Can I shut the video off now? That was so bad. Oh, my gosh. Ah, I can't believe I lost that way. And then, this is the last game of Season 3, guys. The very final game that I played. This game is against Guru. I had no idea it was Guru, before the game started. But afterwards, I figured out, I found the stream. I was like, oh, that's Guru. That's what's up, man. If you guys don't know who Guru is, very good player a couple years ago. Definitely considered a top 5 player at the time. He's from the Southeast region, and a very good player, man. Very good player. So I'm excited. I love playing good players, man. They make you better, and they make it tough, and it just makes you better. So playing tough competition absolutely gonna make you a better player. If you look at guys like Serious Mode, there's a couple other guys too, but guys that just got good fast, those guys, a lot of them, the key to their success is just constantly playing the best of the best. And how do you do that? You play money games, you play wagers, you play in tournaments, and you do that a lot. And that, in my opinion, is one of the reasons why those guys have only played the game 2, 3, 4 years, but are very good and are at the top of the top when it comes to competitive players, is because they are constantly playing the top-notch competition. Yeah, you can go beat up on rank bums all day, but it's not really going to make you a better player. And the more rank bums you beat up on, likely, your skill is going to reflect that. You're not going to play as well. Even if you're blowing those dudes out, it's just over time, it's just going to hurt you in the long run. So my recommendation is if you want to start winning some tournaments and stuff like that, travel to tournaments. You know, go to Jersey, go to Vegas. They might have one in Texas. Any tournaments you can go to, really. Just try and travel as much as you can. Any online tournaments, participate in them if you can. I know GS, I know Gaming Powerhouse, I know Problem. I know a lot of these guys now have sub-only tournaments. So go ahead and subscribe to those guys. First off, that's supporting the community, and it's awesome. Secondly, when they have these tournaments, it's an opportunity to win money for a $5 entry, which is practically nothing. And you got a chance to win a little bit of money. But most importantly, you get the competition, and you get to play against a lot of the top players, because a lot of the top players are participating in these tournaments. So give yourself some exposure, for one, and give yourself a chance to fight against these top-notch players, and it will work out. So Blitz C, back-to-back, stuff them. Oh, what? Oh, my goodness. Madden gave him the first down. They really gave him the first down. Come on, man. Ah, geez, that's the worst. But like I said, this right here was the very last game of Season 3. It's pretty much broke down like this. If I lost this game, I was going to have to keep playing more, because I was at 50, I was at like 60, 61 at the point of this game on the top 64, and you needed to be top 64. So I was in the 64, but there was still like 2 or 3 hours left of, you know, time before the shutdown. So, you know, guys are still moving up, guys are still moving down, things like that. So a lot of movement can still happen in that, you know, that 55 to 65 range. Whereas if you lose a game, you can drop 10 spots. If you win a game, you can move up a few and things like that. And right here, I was going to miss that field goal, but fortunately, 2-minute warning was coming up, and I knew that 2-minute warning was coming up. That's why I kicked it before the 2-minute warning, because I knew if I got a good kick, I was going to take advantage of it. And if I got a horrible kick, like I did, I could use that 2-minute warning to save my butt from being a bad kicker, because for whatever reason, I'm like the worst kicker in this Madden. I don't know what it is. I mean, you see me miss 2 versus Jay. I was gonna miss that one right there. I can't explain it. It's inexcusable, and it's a very, very, very bad feature. It's just bad all around. Just horrible. And right there, oh my gosh, he like broke like 3 tackles and everything like that. I don't know how that happened. Hits me with a high point in the middle of the end zone. Very good play. Very good drive by him there. And we just had a couple mental breakdowns on that possession for his, you know, game time touchdown. A couple defensive lapses definitely didn't work out, but good plays by him, definitely. And so we're gonna go into overtime. Jordan Howard gonna carry the load. You know, definitely a big fan of him. I've mentioned that several times, but he's just such a low-key card that not a lot of people use, not a lot of people talk about. He plays for the Bears in real life, so he doesn't get too much recognition there. But he had a pretty darn good season. And overall, man, I think he's a very good Madden running back. So I'm going to toss the ball to Howard, and he gone, baby. And we advance to the top 64. Catch you next time. We gone.